A given frame is subjected to a lateral force of 40 kN at C and a uniform load of 3 kN per meter from C to E. Point D is hinge. So number 1, compute the horizontal component of the reaction at A. Number 2, compute the horizontal component of the reaction at B. Number 3, compute the vertical component of the reaction at B. Okay, so we're given here with a frame structure. So a frame is composed of a beam-like structure and a column-like structures also, combination, no? So pero ang iyang support diri mao yung pin, duha ka supports, no, A and B. At C and E murag homogeneous siya nga structure, wala ingon nga kuan, so murag fixed diri continuous. Pero at point D, na-cut siya with a hinge. Okay, so given tag mga dimensions and loads, so first we have to compute the reaction at A, horizontal. So before ta mo compute, no, or maghimo og mga equations to solve the problem, first step is to assume the direction of the reactions, because wala magita dili maginato pwede nga nang di ta mo assume og direction kay mag-sum up man ta og mga moments. So para makabalo ka sa rotation, you have to assume the direction of reaction. So for A, since this is a support, so a support mo resist siya, kung ituklod din mo, no, wala may laing horizontal, the hinge tends to move this way, di ba? Or something nga na padong dito. So ang effect ana dere is padulong dito, di ba? Murag ang effect niya sa A is to move away from A, support pagtuklod sa 40. Okay, so ang imuhang resistance, that should be towards the right also. So assumption lang na siya, walay mali sa assumption, kay since kung mabaliktad manggaling nimo ang direction, you will get a negative sign pero same value. Okay, so that is RH. Dire wala kay laing loads nga ko ano nga vertical, so only the uniformly distributed 3 kN per meter downward. So ang imuhang resistance for RA vertical, that is upward. Same goes with RB vertical. Then so some sa pamailain, so assume po na to, no, nga reaction at B is this way to resist the 40 kN, I mean RB horizontal. So na kay mga assumption sa direction sa imuhang reactions. Okay, so ang unknown na to is RA horizontal. So dili ta pwede mag-sum up og moment at A, kay kung mag-sum up tag moment dire, dili na to ma-consider ang forces, no, ang moments na gi-create ani. So diri ka sa pikas para dini mo ni ma-appeal nga unknowns, ang imuha rang makuan consider kadiran duha og ang loads. Okay, so number 1, kung makita nimo, kung diri ka mag-sum up og moment, nakay duha ka unknowns. So, if you have two unknowns sa algebra na to, no, there must also be two equations for us to solve two unknowns. If you have three unknowns, then you need to have three equations, so on and so forth. So first, we must consider, so ang una is to assume directions of reactions or supports. Okay. So first equation, let us consider the whole structure. Okay. Considering the whole structure, murag sa beam, di ba? May nga kuan pamaagi. So summation moment at B equal to 0. So sa may mga moment, so dito clockwise equal to counterclockwise. So sa may mga clockwise, we have RA vertical times the distance from B, that is 40. We also have sa pamailain, we have the 40, which is still a clockwise rotation. 40 kilonewton times distance na 20 from B equal to, napabailain, wala na, no? So equal to counterclockwise. So kung may mga counterclockwise, we have RA, which is the unknown, times the distance, that is 30 minus 20, so 10. Okay, plus kani the resultant sa 3 kilonewton per meter, so that is 3 times 40 times the distance, which is 20. Okay, so 40 RAV plus 800 equal to 10 RAH plus ilan 3 times 4, 12, 12 times 2, 24, so 2,400. So pwede na to ibutang tanan na ay variable dere o tanan constant pikas. So 40 RAV minus 10 RAH is equal to 2,400 minus 800. So 40 RAV minus 10 RAH is equal to 1,600. Okay na? So pwede pa na ito din ma-simplify, no? Let us divide with 10. So 4 RAV minus RAH equal to 160. That is our equation 1. Okay, so klaro ba? So for the second equation, kinahanglan gid tag-isa ka equation pag yun, no? Okay, para ma-compute na to. Kung atong tanaw ng structure, it is a hinge. There is an internal hinge. Internal hinge, pwede na to na siya maputol-putol, no? Maputol. Mo na siya ang yang concept. Pag na internal hinge, pwede ito mag-cut diha, o i-consider na to ang both sides as different structures, no? Separate structures once nga mag-cut ta sa hinge, internal hinge. Okay, so i-cut na to. Cut na to. Try to illustrate, no? So na kay still 3 kilonewton per meter, 40 kilonewton, RAV and RAH, C, D, and A. Okay. So, second, we must consider cutting on hinge. Nganong ang left side man nga tong gipili, dili ang right side. Kay kung mag-cut ka dire, dili nimo ma-expose ang unknowns. While kung dili ka mag-cut, mugawas ang unknowns. Kita nimo ma-expose. Okay? So mo na reason. So, summation moment at D equal to 0. Dili ka sa hinge mag-sum up og moment. Okay, so same gyapon, clockwise equal to counterclockwise. So unsa tong mga clockwise? RA vertical times pila distansya ni? 20 meters times 20, napabaylaing clockwise, wala na, no? Wala na. Kani counter, kani collinear, so dili ka makasama po moment using this force. So dito naka equal to RAH times kani 30 plus 3 times 20 times distance na 10. Okay, so you have value of 20 RAV equal to 30 RAH plus 3 times 2, 6 times 1, so 600. Okay, mo gyapon i-move na to siya sa pikas. So 20 RAH para mag-uban tanan na variables. 30 RAV 30 RAH minus, no, equal to 600. So simplifying, divide na to tanan og 10. So we have 2 RAV minus 3 RAH equal to 60. Okay. So we now have equation 2. So nanakay 2 unknowns, 2 equation. Okay. Ang gipangita is RAH. So ang atong buhaton, isa sa mga equation, isa kasa sa duha, atong pagawa si RAH. So sample kani 4 RAV is equal to RAH plus 160. Divide na to tanan og 4. So RAV equal to 1/4 RAH plus 40. Okay. So kani RAV in terms of RAH mo na itong ibutang sa equation 2. Let's say this is equation 3. So, unsa may tabuan ni? Equation 3 to equation 2. So, 2 times RAV, which is 1/4 of RAH plus 40 minus 3 RAH equal to 60. That is 1/2 RAH plus 80 minus 3 RAH equal to 60. So 1/2 minus 3. Okay, 1/2 minus 3, that is negative 5 halves. Negative 5 halves RAH equal to 60 minus 80, that is negative 20. Therefore, RAH is, so 20 times 2 divided by 5. So RAH is 8 kilonewton. Okay. So muna siya, no? Kuha na to ang RAH. So next is sige, pangita sa sunod. Compute the horizontal component of the reaction at B. So before ta mo abot ana, no, reaction at B, RB vertical. So balik ta dire. Nakuha na nato si RAH, makuha pa na to si RAV. Okay, naman siya sa same equation. Pag makuha na to si RA vertical, summation forces vertical, makuha na to si RB vertical. Okay. So RAV from equation 3, 1/4 RAH plus 40, so that is 1/4 of 8 plus 40. That is 42. Summation forces vertical equal to 0. 42 plus RB vertical is equal to 3 times 40. 3 times 40, no. Okay, so we have the value RB vertical 3 minus 42, we have 78. So that is our answer for number 2. Number 1 for number 2. For number 3, compute the vertical component of the reaction at B. So I'm sorry. So mo din ni ang number 3. Number 3. Okay, number 3 na siya. The vertical component. The horizontal component for number 2, compute the horizontal component of the reaction at B. So this one. So sum up lang ka of forces horizontal. So summation forces horizontal equal to 0. So RAH plus 40 is equal to RBH. RAH plus 40 equal to RBH. RAH is nakuha na to gayon na 8 kilonewton plus 40 kilonewton equal to 48 kilonewton. Mo ni atong number 2. Kani mo ni number number 2 and this one is sa number 3. Okay.